Welcome to Wrestlemania. This year, Wrestlemania 2025 highlight and night one of it. Highlight it's so brief, but I must say this year Wrestlemania is one of is the saddest Wrestlemania that I have ever witnessed for me on my own side, but it might not be the same on your own side, but to me, it's one of the saddest. So let's kick off with Jey Uso and Gota fight segment. See for yourself.
Improvement. Yeeting to the max right now. Jey Uso. Yeet, 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 yeet. So is the man that has to now.
Because everybody's having fun. Even Rick Rubin is yeeting in the front.
A great zones. This being a
Who is leading the ultimate fan experience. Come on, Oos! Come on, Oos!
Lots of
Depth in his WrestleMania debut. Wade Barrett, welcome, partner.
so massive show with massive match.
Doing some yeeting as well.
Disfruten the wrestle.
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
welcome to the show, Turkey. Thank you. The Yeet Train.
Get down to business now, and Wade hit the nail on the head. All the fun and games are over. Hitches in his career, perhaps more important.
Here at WrestleMania, Jay's been here before. He's done it before, but he's done it in spot on planet Earth. No.
Out of Vegas is with him.
He has only been pinned by two men. Cody Rhodes back at Crown Jewel and so went into the matchup a heavy favorite against the underdog Sami Zayn. Sami
Zayn is a very capable competitor. 1-3. This man wins and wins and wins some more.
Working back. Ladies and gentlemen, the feet stick. Snap in to a slim WrestleMania debut tonight.
The following contest scheduled for one champion. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 2A, Uso, and his opponent at 250 champion.
Jey Uso won the 2025. Wade, a lot of people have questioned.
For the past 3 months, Gunther has been at his brutalist, different version of main event.
Might be the toughest of them all.
Talked a lot over the past couple of weeks. The fact sent Jey Uso into another system. And perhaps, Wade, for the first time, Gunther has lost.
Has completely rattled the champ.
Everybody knew about Jey Uso has gone out the window. Feels like a new person had.
0-3 in one-on-one matches. 8 minutes before being eliminated by Gunther. And we're underway. Are you surprised?
The mindset of the problem physically. Oh, nobody.
Oh, and Jey to readjust.
This on himself. He fixes it and comes back stronger.
Yeah, Jey Uso in here. And I think what Gunther just realized.
Gunther is steadfast, machine-like. He's smart Gunther here tonight, which I'm not sure.
Especially for the biggest matches here at WrestleMania. Jey
pound Uso tonight.
Absolutely.
With a shoulder tackle of his own, chopped by Gunther. Gunther has to roll out of the way and try to reassess.
Huge chop from Gunther there. Jey just ate it. It rattled him.
Of his career in WWE as the Intercontinental Champion. 258 days now as the World Champ since winning back. Not allow the crowd.
It is in his head a little bit that the whole stadium is against him.
Being a former NFL.
Stats and analytics don't really know how to.
Jey forced to kick out. I'm not sure you want to try to overpower Gunther here.
Yeah, in fact, Gunther is just built so different.
Well, talking about noise. The chops to Jay's chest tonight that people are going to. He's dead. Body slam from Jey Uso.
On him. And Jey now starting to roll. Jey in his tracks as he tumbles and falls to the floor.
So it has rattled the champ.
It's his finisher.
Boom!
If he hits it.
Jey must pin.
That was playing into Uso's game plan. Now this.
And that big uppercut drops Jey again.
He's in complete control. You are at his mercy, and he's.
To avoid.
Yeah, absolutely. Meantime, is a couple of fired-up speeches from Jey Uso.
Affected Gunther emotionally at all.
This version appears.
And now the match settling into the point where I believe. With a spear! He caught him out of midair! You all out of sorts.
Yeah, and if everything you're saying, Wade, is true, then Jey Uso didn't.
That's to perfection, but to be alive. And really, Jey Uso took too long to follow it up.
There seems to be on his heels a bit. Wow!
Never mind.
The biggest equalizer in the game. Thrown
By Jey, he's been beaten by that power bomb.
that guy. This is a very different, more combative version.
Will not allow Uso to get to the top. For Gunther, into that suplex, driving Jey Uso across the ring. Looks to put Uso away with a power by Jey.
How did Jey kick out of that?
Offense in a row, quite till it wasn't. Jey Uso still has some resolve left in him.
The line over 60,000.
Sphere. Wrestlemania weekends are a must-do for.
Can do delivery at another power bomb to Jey Uso. Jey able to turn it around. Jey Uso's going to look to go up top. It's cover. Gunther kicks at it too.
Simply hasn't worked. Gobbling it up with that iconic splash. But Gunther.
Uso splash and the power.
How's Gunther doing? He's taking his bat and ball and going home.
Bennett had a duck out of the way, and Gunther used the belt as a weapon. Gunther looking to retain. It's
Jey Uso.
and now the frustration is setting in, Wade.
This looks very similar to what was happening
In the center of the ring. WWE fans trying to rally, jock it in.
The eyes of
Gunther doing a nice job blocking.
Oh no!
Drags Jey back to the center of the ring.
still scrambling.
They made it to the rope.
I thought that was it, Wade. I thought Gunther was going to do what he's done.
We ain't night-night quite yet, but
Gunther screamed to put Jey away. Now,
when you get hit with a title, your brain is scrambled. Jey Uso at this going aliveness.
Uso is laughing. Jey Uso is laughing at the... And another one walked right into that.
One imminently, Jey Uso is going to start looking like Jimmy did.
Jey Uso in this match tonight. Uso, world champ, puts on the left arm and a shot to Jey.
At this point, Jey Uso clearly is part of the job of the referee is to protect competitors when they come.
In all genres here in Las Vegas over the years. Here. Still standing tall.
Jey Uso looking like
War
Oh, wait,
with Gunther in one.
we talked about it on the countdown. Gunther from behind. The choke now on Uso.
Jey taking a minute, but he can't take too long.
hitting Gunther's greatest hit. Gunther, whatever he expected tonight, it certainly was.
Drop kick. Drops the Jey Uso up. Powerbomb and says to Jey able to counter. Jey counters. Jey's got
The repertoire of the champ.
powerbomb and a super kick. And suddenly Uso showing something. Pat McAfee showed Friday how proud by Jey. Gunther's down. Jey's going to climb high. Smart by a second Uso splash.
Rolls through bullets like a beaten man already.
Does Jey have a chance? Does Jey Uso have a
Putting all on Jey Uso.
There's offense around him. Uso's got it locked in on Gunther. Gunther's talk about poetic justice.
Jey Uso's world champion.
Jey made off. Wait, take us through the end of this.
What a miracle full of Jey with that champion over Jey Uso tonight, and he refused to be equal to it and more. It's then pulling out Jey Uso's own greatest hits. Moment that Michael of his own brother covered in blood, and this is how he chose to defeat.
That started for NXT, known as Florida Championship Wrestling. The late, great Dusty. And tonight, Jey Uso to the World Heavyweight. And look who is in the ring. The twin brothers, together through thick and thin. But tonight, the World Heavyweight Championship.
Just day one of the Jey Uso.
Hall of Famer Rikishi is so back in Indianapolis, Indiana. The night that Jey's father was there, and he ran up. You can only imagine what Rikishi is doing tonight. Because
The second highlight is the War Raiders and the New Day. Well, at the end of the 19th, it did not go well for the War Raiders, where the New Day pick up the victory with their Guru were 16 style of fighting. You see the highlight for yourself.
Mania, man.
97 pounds. They are the world, the war.
Mania is war.
And they are Clash of Clan characters.
It's an absolute disgrace. Who are the video game aficionados and backs on one of the greatest
First hero unlocked at Town Hall 7 has high damage and good armor. So you put they could have had Hog Rider out here. It would have been a whole new game. Hog is the character.
Okay.
Barbarian. Damn it.
Hey, I got to do some business. Enough of the things on your Pekka.
That's
in the Undertaker in game today, here tonight.
Pekka starting this match for the War Raiders.
That War Raiders.
Big time, right?
Battering ram against Xavier Woods.
War Raiders are so damn innovative.
Yeah.
War Raiders have had major neck surgeries in their career. We've talked about that in the not look good for New Day. Right, they love pancakes. Now they are a pair of pancakes after that.
Oh, that's Raiders.
They're in complete control.
Man, covered by Eric for the win. Kick out.
His face, not once, but
Upset over the fact that Xavier Woods stole her haircut for this match tonight. Woods intercepting Eric. Eric, a focal point of the New Day this past week.
these parents are actually pulling for the War Raiders.
Look at this.
They
Double
become
team.
a nostalgia act.
And now, wide repaired neck of Eric, which get two.
Well, tonight is really the acid test for the New Day. Was it a part of the journey for them getting
So well. They've met over a dozen times.
Potential
Oh, and that, look at that.
future Hall of Famers, but with the way they're operating, they might burn enough bridges that no about greatest of all time conversations for
Tag titles. Xavier Woods again targeting the back.
hook? There's a lot left in the tank. Outside, desperate to get himself in there.
And
Mocking it to trip.
time now for Eric.
Well, this is why New Day are such special.
Well, now they're going to steal one out of Xavier Woods.
I mean, the New Day were taking their sweet-ass time there. It was
Arrogance kicking in for the New Day.
big back body drop to Kofi Kingston. Mitchell here. Kofi Mania, of course, a number of years. Oh, sit down, Kofi goes splat.
cartwheel.
Should never, ever possess.
Kingston. Ivar now.
In there by Kofi.
That's one today. Here's the double team.
Watch this.
A try to double team.
Do this on his own with Eric down.
What's he thinking?
It's got to be a scary sight, Pat. Can you imagine? 300 plus.
Those cheeks knowing something bad's coming.
And the eye.
Ivar as he was going skyward.
That's the thing about
And focusing on Ivar.
says.
Xavier Woods knocked out of the ring. Went for a full Nelson.
Look of Eric cleaning out.
Kofi Kingston out. Going up to the top rope, going to fly. Ivar.
Knee up that high.
Bite of the cherry. We've seen this before from the big man. Utter
From the top rope, there's the big town him, and Ivar had to kick out. What a sequence.
I thought the top.
over. I think he slipped on the top rope. Xavier Woods just enough time to bust that thing wide open.
Just an Wrestlemania. Wrestlemania Saturday.
Defending their titles in a brawl here to start this.
Eric pumped up. On a roll again. Eric now finally gets the full Nelson in and a knee kick.
He wants more. The War want more.
But put him through so much abuse. Eric just lost his mind there.
And look at this. Kofi Kingston caused Ivar to lose it.
New Day, the fix may well be.
Remember the bad neck as well from the top rope. Woods. Hey, Kofi Kingston with the
Winners and New Day.
You know what?
Stole something. Kofi certainly assisted with the pin.
It's in New Day, but this path, but hats off to the New Day. They ate everything and kicked to out cold. And instead of the outside, one daylight later, and this is proof New Day.
I don't know about it.
The third highlight is a one-on-one matchup between Naomi and Zayd Kagir. It was quite an impressive entrance theme song for the Storm. And Naomi quite great as well. fight segment is fantastic for me. Both women deserve it. See it for yourself.
Only works. You feel that Jade brings everywhere.
Attack by Naomi. Cost her the tag titles. Friend Bianca. Poor.
And Barracuda.
In any of your friendships, you should be the one to saw this issue grow.
You have a lot of knowledge about that.
No. I made sure I never had friends.
This is the singles day off her feet and Cargill pounding away. This will not be pretty, Wade.
Unfortunately, issues have been.
Pat, it was a nice deal. It was last year where Jade made her wrestling career.
And it felt like the entire world tried to kill her.
This is the 10th. Actually threw it through a window, Pat, but nonetheless.
Here's the problem.
Even though Naomi may have learned that from Rikishi.
14 years plus, she's world champion.
And maybe
She might have felt like that. Nobody viewed her like that.
Certain commentators often things are really going. What's the physicality of the woman? She is like an apparition of. Care how many hours you spend in the gym, you can't
face.
Absolute superstar, but Naomi's been here, done that.
And here's the deal, that's strike by Cargill. This is not the Funkadactyl version of some Jade Cargill.
And now Naomi for her moment, not getting out of control early on.
As she did wait out the storm.
Naomi taking her time now, and oh, nice blockbuster by Naomi. Out.
Really isn't as black and white as he's. They're here to wipe a rival off the face of the planet.
And again, great take means what tonight? Wait.
By others, you are in fact the top woman around here.
There's a loss.
She has all the incentive in the world.
The emotion into a victory tonight, but Naomi right now is dominating.
Well, I've been the quiet, fairly timid eyes over the past 3 or 4 months.
Again, Naomi into the cover on card.
Match Naomi.
Leg being applied from Naomi to Jade Cargill almost.
Jade Cargill who simply doesn't have the sounder. Yeah, the experience Jade Cargill does has often been Cargill. How much remember
that we all saw at night one that told us Jade Cargill's gonna
1,000 look on in Las Vegas. Gift.
Also a lot of hard work. Spends hours
and humanity.
Naomi for a blockbuster again. Jade picks her right out of. That was insane.
Stack her vertically and turn it into a jackhammer, and somehow
I have no idea how she was able to do it.
Cargill.
Jade is fired up. Retro.
Naomi hooking that bottom rope. Space, you cannot allow Naomi that.
The official Ryan Tran able to pull them. And Naomi went to the well again. It is.
So there, just waiting, baiting in Naomi, knowing full match.
What?
Cargill now heading to the second rope. Took a little bit too much time.
Kick some dirt.
What a bulldog by Naomi! Split leg moonsault connected.
Well, it's a shocking kick out to no one more so. Perfectly. Right. What else have you got in the tank, Naomi?
Especially after a top rope bulldog.
She got one kicked right to the jaw.
That only works in the movies, Jade.
He rolls through, shoulders down. Naomi going for another submission maneuver. Almost a variation here.
Ropes, but desperately trying to
on her shoulders, powering up to a vertical base. Oh, Jade's got her in trouble.
It's on the top floor.
Wow! Monster! Jade!
Wise, both women playing it all on the line. Both.
Naomi had full control for this is outer-worldly.
Just completely got a boot to the face as they see in a blink of an eye there. But Naomi, the veteran, pulling out that. We're going to pull out some new moves now. Women, hats off. But Jade Cargill, what a.
Yeah, the fall is a long kind of reigning rivals and two most heated fight like of last week's SmackDown, that this week's SmackDown, the main event, and they have again to face each other for United States champions. They got Fatu and LA Knight. See it for yourself.
Max capacity of heat of LA Knight and
Knight competed twice. Or perhaps he needed a little assistance getting down to the ring this season.
His opponent, Browns, he is the United States!
You know, Wheatley American Vodka and the WWE are proud to be joined. Wheatley, raise a glass for your service.
What a hero, thank you.
Styles of the two.
Bob Dylan, right?
Exactly.
Well, my loins, they are. LA Knight wants to deliver a major
To LA Knight for the United States Championship. Dozens in his Hall of Fame speech last night. First ever singles title in WWE.
And a champion here at the WWE.
Oh, look at that. Nice neck breaker by who countered.
Knight was perfect until Jacob Fatu had very
Night against this crazy. Oh, it
too late. And the ribs of LA Knight, look how badly higher midsection. 2 matches. Oh, but sometimes he is completely delusional with that confidence.
He's done stints in prison for a number of months just to get an opportunity to try to do
Right now.
Live that Jacob Fatu.
He went for the sunset flip, and LA Knight moves out. Oh, turned it into a crossbody.
Took over this stadium when the megastar arrived as complete.
Jacob's Wrestlemania debut. Beat Braun Strowman in a last man standing match to earn this opportunity.
It was a match that Braun Strowman has made. This guy is completely different to anything we've seen before.
I mean, he's an
Make him very tough to stop.
and smart.
Fatu, no stranger to the outside of the ring.
And LA Knight.
Jarred those ribs once again, caught the
This man has to the craft of being our champion. He's certainly admirable, but
United States Championship hooks the
terrifies and captivates in equal measures. He's to pull off moves like that in the blink of a ring with him.
went for the running senton, and Knight desperately
able to accomplish any move he wants to.
Gone, and now it's just a scramble for survival.
LA Knight, though, no stranger.
maybe not. Oh, LA Knight.
Of night, he simply can't follow it up.
He can't follow it up, but he's getting
Down when you have to.
Ability,
That could be the
answer,
opening.
maybe yes.
Yeah, Fatu went face first off the steel post.
Sluggish to looking like a perpetual motion machine.
Now on the other side. Now, LA Knight with an opportunity.
LA Knight knew he was.
Takes down Fatu, big elbow come.
Adapting mid-air. Clearly Jacob Fatu still connects with that elbow.
LA Knight just threw his absolute best shot.
Caught time.
Too well, great defense there.
Great defense, but broke LA Knight.
That's what he's trying to do. LA Knight now. Incredible athleticism. Fatu kicks it 2.5.
Incredible athleticism, balance, and raw power
And LA Knight at this stage of the match.
in Las Vegas.
Went for the BFT, the blunt force trauma. Fatu fouled.
The daisy once again is Fatu.
Just eating Fatu for
And the
dinner.
late great Umaga. The net from the top. Swan Knight at 2. What a matchup for the United States title.
Two beautiful maneuver. That swan goes into the brightest of spotlights. And it gets no.
First, LA Knight with much more experience when it comes to that at this level.
And LA Knight has the.
Invaded by Jacob Fatu.
LA Knight with a BFT! Hell, LA Knight! Pick Fatu, his of his career!
Seconds. A perfectly executed BFT.
Picked off. Jacob Fatu
Was hurt in a big way here, unsurprisingly, after that BFT.
From the small of the back, the ribs. Fatu, obviously. Oh, and there's the Samoan drop from the top. Fatu's number 2! Jacob Fatu is the
United Jacob Fatu!
goal of his career in
But you have.
I mean, it's
The megastar may have done. That is just a work of art from the ultimate. This kind of punishment. He just landed in the right spot to grab the roaster.
Everything up on LA Knight.
fifth highlight is a mouse, a one-on-one matchup between Tiffany and Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women Championship. I thought Charlotte Flair would win, but Stephanie pulled out an incredible stun, and where she picked up the victory. You can see the highlight for yourself.
2 years, and wait.
MCL torn meniscus. For most team World Championships own record. She is in competition with one person. That is
Wednesday on ESPN Plus, Charlotte Flair. Yes, Stephanie's played.
The woman who has obviously influenced the entire world in a title match.
unmissable.
Follows Charlotte Flair.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is insane! A challenger from the Charlotte, from Minneapolis, the Women's Champion.
Stratton had her first match, not just in WWE, but night of Wrestlemania against one of the
Zero chance, but Stratton has showed over those 4 years an astounding middle of the ring.
If you're Charlotte,
So forth just simply hasn't worked. Now this one has gone off the ring.
and well documented the personal animosity inside the ring. And remember, Charlotte has to understand, champions advance delivery to chop to Charlotte, and as she turns,
In some time, there is nothing being held back here. No time.
No animosity here. A lot of things have been.
out to the apron, great balance by the champion. I think for Tiffany, she
Charlotte Flair in the past, and Stratton could not have been expecting that.
Feels like Charlotte has the mentality.
well, Tiffany may well be it.
Time with the WWE Universe.
Oh, and you know, again, controlling, forget the WrestleMania debut and all. There's been a lot of criticism over whether or not Tiffany Stratton actually deserved to beat.
Asterisk next to anyone who wins. Can you really do it one-on-one on the biggest
Oh!
stage of them all?
And now she's champion. And now I'm behind other people that aren't as great as them.
But it's about stacking the deck within. You pick your moment.
Is that Charlotte, in her veteran instinct, she drew Tiffany Charlotte Flair.
Well, think of all the experience in the past. You put together a game plan. Charlotte Flair knows you
Night with Charlotte Flair and what she's doing and how aggressive as a superstar. She's evolved in an in-ring competitor, and it's really hard.
out evolving over the
The NXT Women's Champion, Stephanie McCare, is not.
problem with it.
And Charlotte,
Inside the locker room for being so dismissive of every. She's absolutely right.
It's that fact.
You might not like the personality, but statistically, the
Class athleticism, obviously high ranks.
and Charlotte now turning into a Boston Crab. Center of the ring, gives the title to Charlotte. Tiffany now
so far, Charlotte Flair was looking fresh as a daisy, but now
to the neck breaker.
Yeah.
nasty kick to the side of Charlotte Flair, and it really is these physical.
Fantastic background. Delivery to Charlotte.
Coming back in the other direction. Normally, it's Flair's big.
Buster by Stratton. Stack. That's
Power, no problem.
What's coming instinctively to Charlotte Stratton to ponder her next move, and that is really the advantage.
two titles have changed hands.
If it was a boxing match, it would be 10-8 to Charlotte.
Charlotte now up on her shoulders. Rolls all, nobody home, rolls through.
Flair too quick for that one. Had it scouted.
The apron this time, it pays off for Charlotte. Chip able to deliver a basement drop kick. Quick.
Stratton is absorbing in this one, the Mania match, and now starting to move up the gears and take a little.
Zealous here. Regroup.
I think that can work against most athletes. Charlotte Flair, though, I believe you're going to win.
Now runs into a big boot by.
We've seen thus far, and at the end of the day, it could have been just a boot to the.
Andy at times from Tiffany, and Flair is beating it to the punch.
Let me ask you this question, Wade. This is under 4 years where you're confident enough into the ring to do everything.
Confident I got.
Show me what you got.
If I got in there with a right now.
Oh, nice chop. That one dropped. And another chop.
So
He's bringing it to Charlotte Flair now. Charlotte sidesteps. Kick
her
now
up there.
again. Champ's down.
Sense a little frustration start.
Selection, and Tiffany countered. For the championship.
How good has Flair been so far? Several times in this.
she fought her like 3 different times,
Flair told you, she thought she would be home and dry at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
showcasing a grit tonight that I don't.
that step-up kick by Charlotte. To the leg to set up the figure eight.
Take out a knee, and suddenly they are no longer.
Remember, Tiffany Stratton, not the only one in this match. Broke the champion, though, continuing to fight. What great.
He saved her.
Again, Tiffany just keeps.
But every time there's a window.
Went for the boot. Tiffany sidestepped again. Stratton now drops Flair. Oh.
He's really turning. And Tiffany is still living in there and dropping some heavy on
Stratton.
Guys, this is just Mania Sunday, on a day that'll kick off with the countdown show. Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton climb up to the top rope, and again, a resilient Stratton. Through by Stratton for the
you work, Tiffany. Get back on the offense, because you know Charlotte Flair is going to make all the difference at the very
guys.
Tiffany Stratton may well have hit a real roadblock tonight.
The apron, Charlotte may have been going for the Wade and went right after the knee.
Yeah, it's all fair game right now. Surgically repaired knee injury.
Win the championship, Stratton's got a kick again. Ring awareness by Stratton.
Kick.
Well, now there's fear in the mind of Charlotte Flair, who knows full well.
He's always questioning the health of him.
He said, if my knee's not great, neither is yours.
And again, submission hold.
Yeah, and Charlotte may not be in the process. Put her on the shelf. Let her experience.
Champ finds herself crawling away. Can she bridge into the figure eight with the champ in trouble? Trying to break out. Tap out. Right here.
Well, Flair got a little ahead of herself. Forgot to protect that knee. Trouble.
And again going for the figure eight. May have cost her here, Wade.
That knee just turned inside out. It
now.
It's offering zip.
Prettiest moonsault ever, but the knee's up by Charlotte. But did the kick out at two by Stratton.
He is gonna win number 15. She may well need another from Charlotte Flair. That knee.
Her surgically repaired knee to block the moonsault
against the most personal rival.
First time. Knows what it's all about to be in the spotlight. Gonna get to the top rope again. Stratton's gonna meet her.
Who's going to be able to withstand the punishment?
Got Tiffany Stratton in her to win the championship. Pumps the leg, and oh my goodness, Stratton to it.
Bounced against the mat from that.
Both women, WE Women's Champ.
The physicality.
And now slaps. Or the figure eight, roll up now by Stratton. Charlotte rolls through. Bit. The turnbuckle.
Head off that turnbuckle there, Cole.
Yeah, critical move. Not sure if she got all of it, but maybe.
You're right, Cole. Whiplash. That's like a car crash at 60 miles.
Could be Tiffany Stratton's champ. Stratton. First tap at 8. Stratton. Wow.
Women's Champ!
It is still Tiffany time.
Matchup from both women. Believe me, she had to win that one the hard way. That was a
2.
That's the greatest in history. Once that connected, look at the bruise out and still stay in. Prettiest moonsault connected. This time, Charlotte chemistry tonight was just not her.
It is a career-defining moment for the. And say this: Flair, like career in WWE.
But Tiffany Stratton and
Pete.
Then lastly, the sixth ally, who said the last one, is something that is quite astonishing that no one thought that would have ever happened. Paul Heyman betrayed CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Now Paul Heyman is now Seth-freaking Rollins guy. I had this whole fight, the main event of this night one of Wrestlemania this year spoiled my day. You can see the highlight for yourself, and thank you for watching.
And what we used to have
years of animosity, and CM Punk is quite happy to let these two.
The obsession by Reigns.
CM Punk has had a non-stop grin on his face since he walked out in the main event of WrestleMania.
Trying to shake out an issue with his hamstring early on in this matchup. WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said,
CM Punk forever a WrestleMania main eventer because of what's happening often.
Seth Rollins.
To the face of Seth freaking Rollins.
This is about pride.
It's about ego and animosity on the man who will be taking control.
And Bart
Heyman, you made your choice.
And now Punk reversal drives Reigns. All 3 minutes.
Punk taking his time over here by the commentary table, letting the
Teams are here at least when they CM Punk.
Yeah, let's not make out like that is some accolade. by CM Punk are both world.
And now Punk and Rollins, such personal hatred between these two. Rollins and Punk came back to all the fanfare.
Only time CM Punk has improved the culture in W.
The fight now spills out into the
of youth. Looks physically better than he has done in.
Go. Still the best in the world.
on a garbage can with the face of Punk.
Out here, trying to keep this one under.
Again, Rollins delivering the can.
There's a button back there.
Turned into a one-on-one match, at least on the flaps out of the garbage can.
Gouging into the lower back of Seth Rollins that has historically
Heated up between these three back at the Royal Rumble.
This is the leather war, and the third.
Hey, to your point, Roman Reigns wipes everybody out. Roman
From our tribal chief.
Roman Reigns, who
Roman Reigns, 55-inch vertical.
he ran with CM Punk tonight.
Far be it from me to criticize Roman and win this thing.
Oh, they hate each other.
Starting to think maybe we do some damage with.
On the face of Paul Heyman tells the story. The man he could have.
Exactly what he's done for the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
And again, continuing the dating, both Punk and Rollins in this triple threat match.
Yeah, Heyman from the wise man.
CM Punk.
As he sends Reigns back into the ring.
Well, this is going to have to be the best performance.
Reigns able to pick him out of the air. There's the Seth Rollins now off the top rope, runs into a right hand.
He's got a 10-pack
This evening.
Yeah, fueled by animosity.
and greatness.
Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career, Superman punch, caught now, swinging neck breaker, caught Reigns.
Avoiding that Superman punch.
About to happen, running knee now, caught Reigns in the jaw. Rollins, and now it's CM Punk.
On the fly. Take what your opponents are giving you. The CM Punk, that's what's got him ahead.
Again to the other side. Punk now has gained control. Punk now, oh, and it. Vintage
Reigns and Seth freaking Rollins.
Mania, you worked so hard to get here. A moment you thought you'd never have.
Heyman is Punk now. Punk paying homage.
Punk. And to me, this is
And in this thing.
Maybe a wise man would say something wise at some point.
soaking it in is one. Has let emotion take over.
And Rollins now top rope. Oh, dragging himself back to his feet. Situation for everybody involved.
Eventually,
Superman.
A slight moment of teamwork between Paul Heyman's guys.
Roman Reigns. First of all, we see that immediately in on the pin and came within a millisecond.
67. Watching three. Ran into a knee. See Roman to fight his way out of it.
Perfect timing there from Punk, but it just.
CM Punk getting the better of our tribal chief.
And here comes the
High cover up.
Anaconda Vice. If Reigns taps, it's over. Ropes will not cause a
Squeezing the life out of the. In a very close look. Or by hook or by crook.
Rollins almost.
Wow.
Well, in the blink of an eye, they just went freaking Rollins.
So wait, I was just going to ask you both men.
Get him out of the ring, then focus all your efforts on the remaining.
Lifts Punk up.
Taking out several superstars for long periods of time.
Trouble as well. Trying to hang on.
Is Seth freaking Rollins the one?
Talk about what Punk cannot rest on this man, Seth Rollins. An unbelievable and a very concerned Paul Heyman. And yes, snare! Pedigree again. Back body drop by Rollins. Pedigree. Looking for the stomp. Stop the Reigns for the win.
Everything he was supposed to do there.
Watch this.
Killer blow. The stomp was all it took for Roman Reigns to just.
Punk is lying here.
He's been pouting a lot. There's nothing going the way he likes it.
The thing that has taken him to the very pinnacle.
Going to go up top. Roman Reigns is in trouble. Rollins now making it to the top. Rollins going for broke. No. To Rollins. Win in the main event.
Planet Earth cannot believe their eyes. Moment. Seth Rollins out of the equation, followed up by the sweet know he's just a bit too
moment. And somehow Roman Reigns kicks.
plug pulled on him with that kick.
Leaders changed.
Another go to sleep.
Reign of a massive tribe.
Cover!
Wear and tear as we
All three of them have had moments where they were walking out of here with their hand raised.
audience completely split.
You're without him. You're without me. You're without Mock.
Listen to me. He doesn't belong here. It should be you and me. He's the dead man.
Greater good is to take out the cancer of CM Punk and Rollins now to start clearing things out. Will Reigns and Rollins work together?
Well, you just retribution.
And look at Reigns. He's looking back at Heyman. He's looking at Punk.
We getting some damage.
Shield bomb come. Going old school tonight.
The ultimate.
And Reigns said, I'm going to do it myself. Abel. Rollins.
A defenseless.
Reigns with vengeance in his eyes. Rollins everything in his path. Bam! Reigns for the win.
How freaking Rollins, who thought he pulled out an ace. They should have got it done. Seth freaking Rollins. And incredibly.
He's had his one to the sky. Who calls for a favor, huh?
Punk set back into the ring.
In front of his turncoat, former wise man.
By the way, him and Reigns now looking to choke on.
Standing guillotine. As the
No, Roman Reigns. Punk gonna tap out. Looked like Punk was close to tapping. Turns it
Get out of that guillotine, and now he's.
Oh, God.
to Roman Reigns. Punk with Heyman looking on. See Roman in this match. And Seth Rollins. Rollins trying to turn things around into Punk to the tap. It's a WrestleMania mortal moment.
It's a double whammy. The pass out.
Roman Reigns though. Choke out Rollins.
Rollins, but how the hell do you get out of that though?
Down now. Reigns has got a kick out. Still got them locked in.
Look in his eye.
Punk with a go to sleep to Rollins.
Are not mortal.
You take your despair and that.
And any of these three great warriors.
Paul Heyman on
The main event of WrestleMania.
Heyman has seen maybe his career flash before his eyes as
Rollins down. CM Punk
to grab victory.
think about the physical up, trying to perhaps get him in position. Smart move there by Punk. Can he hit the GTS? And he does to Rollins. Spear now by this is
Well, CM Punk once again go with a recoil stop.
What the hell's Paul Heyman doing?
threat match.
What are you doing, Paul?
You better pray.
Where's that chair going, Paul?
You better make the right choice. His choice. Paul Heyman has turned his back, a steel chair in hand. Roman Reigns. Say it. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is right. And the original tribal chief. This would be.
That night in Indianapolis.
To Roman Reigns.
Paul Heyman!
Rewind a couple of weeks. Sibyl's work is a